What's up, cats? It is Monday.
Tuesday. Don't do Monday again, please.
Oh, okay. No, I don't want to do Monday again. I don't even remember what day it is. It's Tuesday already. Well, that means we're halfway through this week because it's a 4-day week for me. And anyway, this afternoon we have a doctor appointment for Vee.
Yep, we're at the Cleveland Clinic today. Did another GI specialist. I was referred by my regular GI to this GI doctor, which is a gastroenterologist, if you don't know what GI is. And this doctor today specializes in biologic medicine. If you look back at some of Mark's previous videos, you know that I have Crohn's disease and I've had surgeries for blockages, so I'm missing probably about 2.5 foot of intestines, and the food usually goes right through me. But now I have a complication of Crohn's, which is called a fistula. And my regular GI referred me to this specialist, hoping that he can get me on some type of biologic medicine to help with the fistula symptoms. So I know biologics are kind of dangerous. I'm just weighing my options. My other options would be surgery to get the intestine I have a colostomy and the intestine juts out my side. I could get that snipped so one piece falls away and just one piece comes out my side. They tell me that the problem I'm having, the only way for it to completely go away is to remove the rectum. So I'm weighing my options because I'm really frightened of such a big surgery, but yet I'm just as equally frightened of biologics because I've heard so many cases that they can cause cancer, but yet they're quite successful for a lot of people. They turn people's lives around and help them feel better. So I'm kind of really nervous today about this appointment. We'll see what he has to say. I was on a biologic back in 2010. I was on Remicade, which had numerous side effects. And they tell me because I was on Remicade, my body probably built up antibodies to it, and I won't be able to go back on Remicade without having an allergic reaction, which is quite dangerous. It makes you not be able to breathe. But my GI was confident that the specialist would be able to find something. He said he'll do a slew of blood work, and we'll take it from there. Just weighing my options.
Yeah, so something new for us today. We've been up to this Cleveland Clinic before in Twinsburg, Ohio. But we've seen, the regular GI doctor. And like Vee said, today we're going to see this specialist. So it'll be something different, something new. It'll be interesting to see what he says. She has suffered with this Crohn's disease for most of her life since she was a kid. So
Yep.
It's not getting any better. It's just one thing after another, one surgery after another, and it's a horrible.
It seems the past 10 years have really been bad. It was super bad when the first 7 years I had it because I didn't know what all the pain was. And then I had 2 feet of intestines removed, what they called a resection. A foot of large, foot of small was taken out. And then I had many, many, many good years, especially after my son was born. Everything just improved. It was just great. I mean, I had the diarrhea and running to the bathroom, but I didn't have the pain or anything. And then in 2006, it all went downhill. I started having blockages again, and I suffered with those for 5 years. Finally, in 2011, I had another 6 inches taken out, which brings it to 2.5 feet. But, I mean, the whole disease causes other complications. I mean, everything goes through. I'm not absorbing vitamin D. I'm not absorbing vitamin B. Everything I eat just goes right through. So I have to take vitamin D tablets. I have to take vitamin B injections every month. So it just is like compounded. These past 10 years have just been one thing after another. Very expensive disease, too.
Yep. So that's where we're at. We'll see what happens today. All right, we are back after a 1.5 hour appointment with a new doctor, and the doctor pretty much said that Vee was a mess. She has a lot going on, and he's pretty positive that although she's a challenge, he thinks he can help us and make her a better person. So
I'm a good person.
Well, I didn't mean it that
Maybe
way.
he can fix my issues with my Crohn's.
Yeah. So, what did the doctor tell you?
Oh, well, you can see I got stuck twice, once here and once here, but they took 7 tubes of blood because he wanted complete blood count. He had to do a test for TB before he can do a biologic. She took 7 tubes. He rattled off, and I can't even begin to remember what he was looking for in the blood. He wants us to meet with the colorectal surgeon that has done all my surgeries, and he said he would be my advocate because I'm really not leaning towards surgery. I would like to do just anything but that. I just feel like I'm constantly getting knocked down with surgery and trying to recover. And then I have to go for a CT enterography to see what path the fistula actually is. Has it affected my colon, or is it just where they thought it was? So that will happen next week after the holiday. I'll go and get that test done.
Yeah, now we're going to start with another series of appointments for her and see what happens. But we're hoping for the best. I think it's going to be a good thing now.
I sure hope so. Either option scares me. Surgery scares me. I know it's a more permanent thing. And I keep thinking in the back of my head, what if they happen to come out with, I've had this disease 43 years, and they're now to the point where they can do fecal transplants and help people with Crohn's disease. And I am so afraid that if I get my rectum removed and I have this colostomy permanently, that's when they'll find a cure for it. And it'll be too late because I already have my stuff taken out and there's nothing they can do. So I'm trying to avoid that option.
Then again, you can sit around and wait forever and then it'll never happen.
But technology is advancing so quickly.
We always wish for the easy route, but it's not always that easy.
Well, whoever thought you could take poop from a healthy person and transplant it in a sick person and make the sick person well with someone else's poop?
That's crazy.
Simple as that.
That's really crazy. Well, we got a long drive home now, so
Yep.
you ready to hit the road?
I'm ready. I'm going to go home.
All right, cats. I have not been home yet. This is where Vee and I met so I could take her to the doctor. She drove over here halfway, so I met her here right after work. And now it's hours later. Let's see, I left work at 2:45. It's 6:30 now. And I just went to Earth Fair over there. And I got me some of these turkey meatballs. Gonna make some meatball subs. Not tonight. I guess she's got something, Salisbury steaks for dinner or something tonight. So one more stop before I go home. And that's to fill up the gas can, which is in the back seat. So My truck smells like gasoline. So I got about another 45 minutes before I get home. I better get moving. I'm finally back home after a long day, and my wife has made a wonderful dinner, and I'm ready to dig in. Look at this. Salisbury steak, buddy. Yum.
Homemade.
Homemade Salisbury steak. It doesn't get any better than that.
Of course, I made it earlier in the day.
She made
Before
it
the
earlier
doctor.
in the day. All we had to do was warm it up for dinner. That we did. Let's eat. I inhaled that.